If you've been to Kenya, chances are you were on safari or out on the beaches. The capital, Nairobi, isn't well known as a glamorous city break destination.
It's busy and it's congested. Not exactly the peaceful sanctuary you'll see other places in Kenya. Especially now, we're all worried about social distancing as well.
But what the city lacks in serenity, it makes up for in charisma. Check out these minibuses called matatus. Cheap, popular, beautifully decorated, and serve pretty much everywhere you'd need to go. In normal times, a really fun way to explore the city.
If it was 2 years ago, I'd so be on board one of those. They look so cool.
And given that the light railway only serves a limited number of destinations, you might imagine that cycling would be the next best way to get around. But there's one big consideration holding everyone back. Nairobi is a city in which cars are king. Cyprian, who's a committed cyclist, has spent the last few years fighting to make the streets safer for those on two wheels.
There's so many reasons why there are not that many people using bicycles in Kenya. And I think number one reason is definitely not having sufficient infrastructure. Most roads don't have bike lanes. And even when we're growing up, we are taught to aspire to own a car. That's your measure of success. Your measure of success is not a bicycle. That's not an African way of thinking about success. We just need to change the culture and start telling our kids bicycles are actually something good to own, and riding a bicycle does not mean you're poor or you are incapable of affording a car.
Well, coming up next, we're going to go for a little ride, right? So what should I expect?
Well, number one is you can expect all types of drivers. Some people you don't deserve to be on the road, so expect everything. But what I would advise is when you are riding in Nairobi is you have to be confident. You have to take your stand.
Okay, all right. Motorcycles, cars, people with carts. Wait for me, hold on. This is a little bit crazy.
The streets are dominated by cars, and as a result, the air quality is suffering.
There's a man with a TV in our lane.
And here in Nairobi, cycling is hard work.
All I see is a bunch of people on our bike lane. But also, yeah, the lane just ends. And the man with a gun just crossed in front. I think I experienced the full spectrum, the yin-yang. This is really nice here with the bike lane, but also it was a little bit crazy over there with the buses and everything like that.
I think now the national government has started noticing that there are cyclists in this city, and they're coming up with laws that will protect cyclists and pedestrians, because traditionally cyclists are never been considered.
Yeah.
We are the most vulnerable road users. We don't have a space on our road, but now, as you can see, Nairobi is slowly changing, and it's amazing. And other cities in Kenya are starting to notice the same, and they're playing their part in ensuring non-motorized transport is part of the infrastructure in cities.